What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BManX45, and we're coming at you with another video. We have our next deck profile. These are our last three deck profiles we have coming up for the Digimon TCG in the BT17 format, starting with, of course, Red Hybrid. With the new Red Hybrid support, the new AncientGrey Boss support, been stoked about it for a while. These next three decks are decks that we weren't playing last format, so they're kind of basically brought back out of the woodwork or brand new, never played before. These are our like 100% BT17 deck lists, starting with our Red Hybrid. Such a fun deck. Can't wait to get into it. And we're trying to work with the camera too, with lighting, with that new AI camera. The quality is definitely better. It's just the lighting's really hard, and the autofocus to make sure you guys can see stuff. So any input you guys can, let me know. It'd be great. We're trying to always improve the videos as we go along. But without further ado, let's get into this deck list. Let's talk about what the new Red Hybrid looks like and how we're excited for this deck to evolve even more into BT18. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, let's get into it here. We have our close-up here. So we have our Digi Eggs. So we're going to start with our 4 Digi Eggs. These are our BT14 Koromon. When this card is removed, or when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, draw one. Just the best egg, because you're throwing your level 3s at security all the time. Just gets you more draws, gets you into your pieces. And then lastly, we play Ukos, so we do go through a lot of eggs. So your turn, add 1,000 to the maximum DP based deletion effects can delete. You do have a couple on deletion effects in the deck, so just having that there as the 5th egg just kind of makes sense. All right, and that's it for the eggs. Let's get into our level 3s, starting with our level 3 Flame Dramon here. Our BT12 Flame Dramon, which is by trashing one card in your hand with hybrid, with a hybrid trait, draw 2 cards. So it puts hybrids in your trash, which is good for this deck, and draws you 2. And it has your turn inheritable. If this Digimon has the hybrid or 10 warriors trait, it gets plus 2,000. So it makes them big. We have the new Flame Dramon from BT17, which is reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the hybrid or 10 warriors trait and 1 tamer card with an inherited effect among them to your hand. Return the rest of the bottom of the deck. It has inheritable on deletion. You may play a tamer card with the inherited effects from your hand without paying the cost. So just like the BT7 guy, only better because he has a better on play because he gets you 2 cards instead of 1. Although he doesn't reveal top 4, but he does reveal top 3. Plus, he can Digivolve on a purple, so that's really cool. We play 2 still of the BT7 Flamemon, which again on play reveal 4. Add either a card with hybrid in its traits, Susanamon, or Takuya Kambara among them to your hand. So you can add a 10 warriors off of this, so gotta watch out. And then place the other cards at the bottom of the deck. This card's not as good now because it only adds 1 target and it doesn't get your 10 warriors targets. Plus, it has the on deletion. You may play a Takuya Kambara from your hand. Still good at 2. Not, I just don't think it's necessary. We also play a Bokomon. Bokomon is on play reveal top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with hybrid or 10 warriors in its traits and 1 tamer card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck, and then your turn, when one of your Tamers Digivolves, gain 2 memories. So there's a free Digivolution on your Tamer right off the bat. And then the last level 3s we play, of course, are the Uko engine. Ukomon's just so good. Your turn, once per turn. When one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, you may hatch in your breeding area and then gain a memory. So really important, really, really good. So it's a lot of, that's 14. 14. So a lot of level 3s. You could potentially cut that down. Starting with our level 4s, we play 2 of the BT12 Goonimon here. It is Digivolves from a Burning Greymon for a cost of 1. Digivolves on anything else from a level 2, for 2 cost, from a level 3 or from a Tamer with Takuya. And then on deletion, you may play a Flamemon from your hand suspended without paying the cost. And on deletion, you may play a Takuya from your hand without paying the cost, as it's inheritable there. So it's good. And then we play 2 of the Burning Greymon from the same set. Burning Greymon, of course, Digivolves from a Gunimon for 1. He is expensive on a level 3 as he costs 3, but he costs 2 on a Takuya. And then he gets plus 2,000 when Digivolving, and then inheritable plus 2,000 if it's a hybrid or a 10 Warriors trait Digimon. This is where we get into the new stuff. We have the new Gunimon. We're playing 4 of the new Gunimon. It has a plus 2,000 inheritable as well. It is purple and red. Digivolves from purple or red for 3. Digivolves from Takuya for 2 and Burning Greymon for 1. And this card may Digivolve from the hand onto one of your red Tamers as if that card was a red level 3 Digimon. So Takuya from 2, but any other red Tamer for 3, basically. When Digivolving, if Burning Greymon is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, and if you have a blue or green, or you have a blue or green Digimon or Tamer, this Digimon may Digivolve into Ancient Greymon in the hand for a Digivolution cost of 3, ignoring the Digivolution requirements. If this effect Digivolved, delete this Digimon at the end of the turn. Seems fair. This is where the effect is really good. Burning Greymon, another plus 2,000 inheritable. And it's going to Digivolve for Takuya from 2, a Gunimon for 1, and then a red Digimon or Tamer for 3, basically. It's got Raid. It's got when attacking, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the hybrid trait in the hand, with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. So basically, it can Digivolve into that Gunimon we just looked at for 0 when attacking, Raid into your opponent's Digimon, potentially. And then the Gunimon, when Digivolving, can Digivolve into the Ancient Greymon for 3. So it's basically, all you got to do is you got to get into him for 2, and then the Ancient for 3. So it's really, really good. And that's it for all our level 4s. 12 level 4s, big level 4 lineup. The new guys are so good. We play 3 of the Aldamon from BT7, which can, when one of your Digimon or Tamers, when one of your Digimon with a Tamer card and its Digivolution cards Digivolves into this card in the hand, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2, so you can Digivolve for 1 on a level 5. When Digivolving, if a card with the hybrid or with hybrid and its traits is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gets 4,000 DP for the turn, so it gets really big. Inheritable, while this Digimon has the hybrid or 10 Warriors traits, it doesn't activate security effects on options it checks. And we play one of the new Aldamon. I really like this guy. I want him to be good, so I really want to test him. And you really only need 3 of these guys because you want to see one of it in your trash and potentially one of it in your hand. And you don't even necessarily want to see it in your hand. But the hand main ability is by placing one Gunimon and Burning Greymon from your trash under one of your Takuya Kambaras, Digivolve it into this card in the hand as if that card is a level 4 red Digimon for a Digivolution cost of 3. So he's Digivolves for 4 regularly, so you want to use that hand ability unless you're using another ability to reduce the Digivolution cost. And then when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. This is where that one of the instances where your Digimon could come up there. He also has the same ability inheritable as the other Aldamon, which is when this Digimon has the hybrid or 10 Warriors trait, it doesn't activate security effects on option cards it checks. So that's really good. And then that's it for our level 5s. The deck doesn't need level 5s. It just kind of glosses over them. Of course, we have the new Ancient Greymon. I'd love to play the old Ancient Greymon. It's just not good in this build, unfortunately. I don't see a lot of synergy for it because it's going to get popped at the end of the turn. And this guy's so much better getting popped at the end of the turn off of the Gunimon ability. So he Digivolves for 4. regularly. He can also Digicross with an Agunimon or Burning Greymon for cost reduced 3 for each one. So he can on play for 6. So he has an on play when Digivolving. He gets Security Attack +1 automatically. His on play when Digivolving is delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or as less DP as this Digimon. Of course, all your Burning Greymons and your some of your Agunimons have plus 2,000. So you're getting literally 16k automatically off of him, plus the Tamer. The Tamers all give you 2,000, so he's big. And then on deletion, return 1 Tamer card and 1 hybrid trait Digimon card from your trash to your hand. Then you may play 1 Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. So it recycles that Tamer for next turn and gets you one of your pieces back. So that's really good. And then we have 2 Emperor Greymon. Emperor Greymon's still really great. Just being able to pop something and have that security attack +1 and then play a Takuya from your hand or trash on deletion. Still really good. It's just not as good because honestly leaving your board blank every turn is really good. So your opponent has really nothing to do with their effects. The one thing is you don't have blockers or anything to stop people from killing you potentially. So you got to be careful there too. But you just need the 2 Emperor Greymon. And then lastly, 1 Gallimon Crimson Mode because aces are broken and he's a red ace level 7. So you can blast Digivolve for free. You can play him, Digivolve into him for 5. On play when Digivolving, delete up to 15,000 DP total worth of your opponent's Digimon. And then attacking once per turn for every 10 cards in both players' trashes. Trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. You do throw cards away, and if your opponent throws cards away, you can potentially get a couple hits off that. Plus Overflow 5, which is ugly. So that is it for the monster lineup. The Ancient Greys are really cool, really fun, really quick too. You're still getting like potentially 2 to 3 checks with them, just like you would with the other guy. Onto the Tamers, we play 4 of the Memory Takuya, Memory Tamer Takuya, which has the inheritable of getting plus 2,000 DP. And while this Digimon has 1,000 or more DP, it gains your turn once per turn. When a Digimon checks an opponent's security, gain 2 memory. You know it, you love it. We have the new Takuya Kambara BT17. We play 3 of that. This one's really good too. Your opponent has a Digimon, start your main, gain a memory, and then its inheritable is you gain plus 2,000, and while this Digimon has 10,000 or more, it gains piercing. So this is where the raid is really good because you can raid over your Digimon. If you have the piercing, you get your checks, you get at least 2 checks, and killing your opponent's stuff and setting up your next play. And then of course we have 2 Takuya from BT7, which again is the one that lets you put a total of 5 cards with hybrid in their traits from your trash under this Tamer in order to Digivolve it into Emperor Greymon in your hand for a Digivolution cost, for its Digivolution cost as if the Tamer was a level 5, so you Digivolve for 3. But you can also Digivolve into your own level 4s for the 2. You can put all the cards underneath and then just leave it and then just Digivolve into a level 4, like say a Agunimon, and then when Digivolving, it's going to let you go into Ancient Greymon, so then it'll have even more security checks. It'll be broke and be even bigger. So that's really cool. And then of course it has the inheritable plus 2,000 and security attack plus if it's over 10,000. So that's our Tamer lineup. This guy's just not as important anymore, but you only really need 1 of it on the board, and it recycles so well that you don't necessarily need it as much. So that's why we've kind of gone down to the 2 of that. And of course we have the new option card, Ancient Garden Deity for 2. This is something I want to run 3 of. I might drop a Flamemon or even the Bokomon to play 3 of this, but I think 2 is good right now. While you have a Tamer or a Digimon with hybrid in its trait, you ignore the color requirements of the card. Main, you may return 1 Digimon card with a hybrid or 10 Warriors trait from your trash to your hand. Then you may play 1 Digimon card with the 10 Warriors trait or 1 Tamer card with the inherited effects from your hand with the play cost reduced by 4. So you can play any of your Tamers for 2. Super good. And then its security ability is you may play a Tamer card with inherited effect from your hand or trash with without paying the cost, then add this card to your hand. So you get double uses out of it. And that's why I want 3, because I'd love to see this in security. And then lastly, play 2 Crimson Blaze, because Crimson Blaze is cracked. It helps against lots of wide board decks with smaller Digimon. And just having it in security or in your hand is always really good. So that is the deck, guys. That is the new red hybrid. Tell me what you guys think. Are you liking the look of this deck? Are you waiting for BT18 to see more Emperor Greymon support, or do you like the Ancient Greymon? I love Ancient Greymon. I never got to play the BT4 version. I would love to play it in here, but I just don't think it has much synergy with the new cards, especially since you want your board to be cleared at the end, and this guy gives you back some cards. But tell me what you guys think. What do you think I could do differently, if there's anything you could do better? And we will continue our BT17 deck profiles. We got 2 more to go. Hope you guys enjoy. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.